that real quick because I did something to my shoulder and I don't know what it is, but it's really throbbing. And I wanted to do that while I was live so that the pain would settle down and I can sleep tonight. I feel like you're getting old when you injure yourself and you don't even know what you did. I don't know what I did. I have no idea. So, hey, everybody. Hey, mods. Thank you for being here. Hey, Tammy, Kay's face. Love you, babe. Still thinking about you, and I hope you're okay today. Jojo, same to you. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Pat G. Nothing on my teeth. Okay. Hey, Decultified. D, welcome in. Hey, Pat Jonas, Cindy Cat Lover, Lachelle. Hey, Beachcomber. Baby Lily Pad, Donna Cooper made it. Sarah Kramer, Ruby's here. Hey, Anna Banana. Kay's face, you're hilarious. Hey, Brian Bolin. We don't always get to see Brian. I love him. Hey, Joanne Hawley. Kim Leaf, Charcoal Ninja. Erica made it. Susan Trigg. West Coast, which is also Robin Miners. Hey, Panda. BB, Jen Finberg. Love you, babe. Tennessee girl, Lenora Gray. Liz Tricks is here. Catching up. Hey, Aspire. Lilac Lime. Aloha Sue. Hey, iRule. Thank you, Anna Banana. Thanks, Lenora Gray. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. Angie Moe. Panda, you're an angel. Hey, Solo Traveler. Starlina. West Coast Fancy Nancy. Hey, babe. Thank you, Charcoal Ninja. Hey, DS Kitty. Inner Sparkle Monkey. Bada bing. I feel like I haven't seen you for a minute. Hey, Marsha Laird. Jamie Palmer made it. Caroline in Canada. Marie Marion. Deborah Ricci. Thank you. Guys, I just got this at TJ Maxx. I got a couple of them in different colors because I liked it so much. It's just a good classic. Probably have it for a while. You can tuck it into a skirt and belt it, which I think would be cute. Hey, Jan. Honey Lou. Thank you, babe. Thank you, Brian Bolin. Hey, PRF. MLG Gamer. Linda's here. Thank you, Joanne. You're cute, Panda. Hey, Katie did it. Mama Bear's here. Hey, Lindsay. Abigail. Good to see you, Abigail. Hey, Margie Barr. Hey, Heather. Oh, my God. 7 teeth being pulled. That's a lot. The most I've had pulled at once is 3. 7 is a lot. Wonder what that's like. Although I got my 3 wisdom. I only had 3 wisdom teeth, but I got them pulled and I went and had a grilled cheese after. So I don't know. Wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it would be. I love the top with the checkerboard ring. I need your help with dresses for next Wednesday. I'm not a dress girl. Thank you, Helena. I will do that. Hey, I would suggest, so if is it for the funeral? Is what I think I have to sneeze. Hold on. Okay. If you're looking for something just for like the funeral, if that's what you're talking about, Case Phase, my first thought that came to mind, because they're very inexpensive, but I like to find basic dresses there. I would check out something like H&M. H&M has great, I checked out H&M when I took something back to Sephora the other day, and they also had a lot of really good basic, I actually bought one, skirts, and I got like a black skirt that you could, thanks Beachcomber, that you could belt and you could tuck like just a little top like this into it. And then that's something you can reuse. But they also had, Lindsay, can you tell me exactly, can you type it in here right now, the name of your other channel? I can go unblock you right now. Because I'm sorry I haven't done that, Lindsay. Or if you're wanting a dress, Case Face, they also had tons of just basic black, like some had a little bit of a shape that would give you a shape, and some had, Case Face. I love H&M. Like I can really take, hey Punisher, I can take H&M outfits and really jazz them up and make them look expensive and classy. Not that they're not on their own, but if you add a nice piece of jewelry or a belt to something, You could do a jean jacket. That would be really cute. Hey, Crafty Carrie, only Patriots with Lindsay. Okay, Charla, thank you for your super sticker, babe. That's very kind of you. I'm going to go ahead and find you right now. Let's see. Only Patriots. It's exactly what it's called, right? Done. Lindsay, welcome back. I don't know why you were blocked in the first place, and I apologize. Charla, thank you for the super sticker. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Hey, Rachel Sandy, it has to be purple. Did I just see Just Joan? Hey, Kaza. Hey, Just Joan. Hey, Moonlight. Sarah Blackshear. Love you, babe. Just having a hard time missing my husband. Charla, don't ever apologize for that. You come in when you feel like coming in. You do what you feel like doing right now, okay? And you really should do that anyway. Hey, Shell. So we love you. We're here whenever you want to be here. But thank you for your support. And we are here to support you. Yeah, I'm just glad I got it done, Lindsay. It's been hanging up in my mind. Like you've been asking me to do it and then I haven't done it. Good, Brian. He's been practicing a lot driving. He's really enjoying that. Thank you for asking. Hey, Eric. It has to be purple. He played football at K-State. These are all great ideas. Okay, you'll find that at H&M. I guarantee you. H&M has also a rainbow of colors, which I love. They're pretty, like, I feel like they're kind of underrated. They have some really good classic pieces. They really do. Another place that you might check, thank you, Charla, we do too, is TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx has, there you are. Okay, good. TJ Maxx has a lot of really pretty, good to see you, Just Joan. Oh man, Kaza, prayers for you. I know what that's like. Pancreas attack. She's in the hospital. Can everybody send like just some well wishes, healing vibes, prayers if you pray, non prayers if you don't? Hey, Meese All Smokes, please let us know how you're doing, Kaza. That's horrible, but I'm glad you're in the hospital. It's very serious. I would check H&M before I would go to TJ's. You're probably gonna have better luck at H&M. Hey, Susie with an S. Yeah, I know. Me too, Mama Bear. I love TJ Maxx. I'll check H&M out online after this. I'll pop by TJ Maxx. I'll find cute. Yeah, you will. You will. But H&M will probably have like, I don't, oh, K-State. That's like a dark purple. I was thinking you could do like a lighter lavender purple, but K-State is dark. I remember that from living in Kansas City. You'll find something. I just kind of feel like you will. And if I'm wrong, another place to check, Target. Target has really cute clothes. Again, everything is so damn expensive. And it's like, who wants to spend hundreds of dollars on something when you just want to get, I just say, Amanda, I just like basics these days. And I'm selling so much of my stuff in that booth. I'm like, I don't want to buy new clothes, but if I do, hey, Tyler, glad to see you back. If I do buy new clothes, I'm not interested in like really expensive boutiques as much anymore. Yeah, I like thrifting. Okay, good, K-Space. Target definitely has some cute stuff. But I would say Target is more expensive. What about a cardigan to add to the purple? Yeah, Helena, that's a great idea. Target is actually probably more than H&M. Target's kind of expensive. I try to avoid it. The only clothing I will never stop buying at Target are those tank tops I wear, and I wear them all the time. That wife beater style tank top that comes up to my neck. Those are Universal Thread brand, and they're $8 a piece, and I buy them every single year to refresh because sometimes they get a little dingy if you get like a lighter color, like white for sure. I always replace them. Yeah, Target's kind of costly. I would check out H&M, babe. And if that doesn't help you, come back to me and I'll try to come up with something else. Hey, Renee B. So I want to say thank you for yesterday's show. I don't want to spend today talking on and on about it, but I want to say thank you because again, this is very different. This is not me just harping on. They are, Mama Bear. I agree. Harping on like, oh, our haters are haters. This is more like there's there's something going on. And hey, Trace, and I just appreciate you guys talking through it with me. You made me think of even more things that are interesting. Hey, just as I am, kind of like that short little clip I played for you. Hey, Debbie, the other day where it said, Susie said, I wasn't copying her content. I was doing content that I was told to do. That's another one that we didn't add to that list. Hey, Gemini girl. And it's all just, it's odd. And I just appreciate you guys chatting with me about that yesterday. Hey, Buffy. And during our show yesterday, I just want to point out, the only reason this is still odd to me is the racism thing is going to bother me forever. But the fact that they don't ever I would just like to see one of them own up to it and comment on it. Hey, DNV. And then I'm going to move on from this, but I wanted to get it out of the way. They did, of course, shows to come back on my show yesterday. And all they did was go Tommy, 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 Reese, Tommy, 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 Reese doesn't talk about this. Tommy, Tommy, Tommy. No one seemed, and Marilyn was a part of it. Marilyn said, like, I'd like Reese to answer to Tommy this and Tommy that. Why won't you simply stop deflecting and answer a simple question? Why do you support racism? That's all I want to know. How come it's okay? How come no one is saying anything? But while I was live yesterday, the racist man posted this. That is absolutely, he's tripling down. And I just wanted to point that out. Tommy lives rent free, big time. Yes. Hey, Iwa. This is really, really bad. He posted this. Notice this little emoji he put up at the top. A gorilla. So Marilyn is friends with these people. He posted this. So I'm not trying to make this whole thing about it, but yeah, all I'm trying to say is, hey, Alana, Marilyn, why? Tommy, 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 Tommy. We get it. We get it. But why are you aligned with those guys? Why are you in their chats? Why are they telling people to go follow your channel? That's all I want to know. She deflects. She cannot answer the question. She won't even go there, right? When Nora tried to interview her about it, she was like, I'm not even going to comment on that. Why? Because it's the most vile thing that anyone's ever seen. Again, I'll be a con artist till the end of time. I'll take the reputation of con artist before I hook my wagon to someone who puts pictures of me with gorillas and apes. So again, I ask you, can you comment on that? And to the Nazi who's Tommy, 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 can you comment on why you're still a Nazi? Can you they neither one, you can't get either one of them to answer any questions. Point the finger, point the finger, point the finger. Everybody look this way, right? That's all. I just want to know. Hey, Neptunes. Hey, Caitlin. I'm just curious if either one of them, any of them, would own up to any of it and answer that. But that's pretty effing vile. She is friends with them, Pat G. She's definitely friends with them. She's commenting in their comment section and she's saying, "Hi, Reese. I know you're reading this." Of course I am. You're the idiot. You don't understand. You're hitching your wagon to that. You're sticking your reputation on the line for people who are racist. And then you're posting pictures of yourself going, I went to a George Floyd protest, so I'm not a racist. That's even worse. So that's all. I just want to know. And I'm going to continue to point these things out because they're super suspicious and I want answers. And this brings up questions. It does. This is very strange behavior. And they're all working together. I would love to know more answers about that. I would not want that endorsing my channel either. It's the worst of the worst. But Tommy's a bad guy. Yeah, sure. And you're posting pictures of gorillas. I can't believe nobody's like shown up and beat the ever living shit out of these people. Like, I cannot believe that that hasn't happened, to be honest. People don't take that lightly, right? Uh She's definitely ass kissing, yes, but that's why we call her tofu. Marilyn has no flavor. She has no personality whatsoever. She has to cling with people to give her life and a personality. Like, she can't do it on her own. That's why she goes into their comment section, because she's a real tough guy in their comment section, right? Like, she's got backup with a bunch of racists in their comment sections, which again, I don't know why you would want to be tied to that. Seems very insane to me. Again, I will take being a con artist, scam artist, grifter, super chat, super woman of the year. I will absolutely mom of the year, mud flaps girl. I'll take all of that before you hook me to a racist, right? Hey, Cream Puff USA, you look terrible. We're all looking at it and you look really, really bad. We're all judging you. Yeah. But somehow posting a picture of you protesting at a George Floyd march makes it okay. Got it. So, moving on from that, because unless someone has something new about it that you can add to it, I'm just going to continue to point those little things out that make you go, that's odd. That's odd. It's really interesting. It brings up a lot of questions. So something that I want to this is kind of what I wanted to talk about yesterday, and it's not a big deal, but this is kind of like the normal, back to our normal content that we've always done. Yeah. Well, we're not moving on permanently, Alana. I'm always going to bring this stuff up, but we're moving on today from today. I don't know, Mama Bear. It's bizarre. I have been curious about something. Yesterday's title I actually wanted to talk about, and it was "No one is judging you, you judge yourself." I'm going to start there because there's something else I want to ask about. I am burning up, and I know why. I'm starting my period this week, and I always get super overly hot when I'm about to start my period. And I'm glad I remembered my hair clip. And I love the title of today's stream. I absolutely love that. I think that applies to everyone. What happened to my finger, you ask? I slammed it in a window last night and it hurt so bad and it like split my finger in half right here. Hey, Debbie. And it bled pretty bad and it turned black. But then I put ice on it. And it helped. No one is judging you, you judge yourself. I'm just curious what you guys think of that sentence. I've been putting some thought into that specific sentence, and I wonder how you feel about that. Obviously, everyone is different in where they are on the scale of caring what other people think. I don't personally put as much stock into, hey, Don Clark, into caring what other people think. Like in this scenario, I care because they're putting pictures of me with gorillas, and he's insinuating that those are people. And so, of course, we all care about that, right? Like if you don't care about that, that's kind of too bad, because that's something to care about. People who are deeply racist. But I mean like the everyday stuff. And I find Liz says, we are our own worst judges. I am much harder on myself than others. Love you, Joan. I find that I definitely, hey, Abdazzle, I judge myself way more than anybody can get to me. Does that make sense? I'm judging me. Right? Do you remember the other day when I was like, I don't like doing that kind of content. I apologize for it. That's because I was putting pressure on myself about it. I was feeling ick, right? Neptune's, it's better today, actually. I cleaned it with hydrogen peroxide and I slathered it with Neosporin last night. I did it again today after I washed my hair. Um, so Rhonda McNeil, exactly. I'm sure people judge me, but I'm too busy judging myself to notice. I don't know about you guys. I'm a damn Cancer sign and I'm a female. I don't know if that makes a difference, but for me, I'm way more judgy of myself. And also, I'm self-aware enough that I know when I'm effing up. Like, I know when I've gone too far because I feel gross. I'm like, "Ah, it's too much. It's too much." Hey, Donna Cooper, I don't so whatever they said is nothing compared to how much I've hurt myself. Yeah, exactly. Like, I was thinking about that, Lindsay. They call me the biggest thing they can do is call me fat, which again, I don't care about who's fat and who's thin, but don't you think it's weird that their close friend Marilyn is huge? I mean, she's way, 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 way larger than me on the scale, which again, who cares? Like, I don't care, but that's weird, right? But nobody thinks I'm more overweight than me. I promise. I've had body issues since my dad called me fat when I was like 11, right? So again, like he did a thumbnail of me today as Jabba the Hutt. No one, I judge myself. Hey, love and life. I judge my weight. I mean, I would say, I would like to go so far as to say, I don't like to speak for other people, but the women in this chat who have weight issues, who've had struggled with being overweight, 10 pounds overweight, whatever you think you are, have you are you aware that you have weight issues? Like, have you always been aware of it? Like, by the way your pants fit, or having to get a bigger size, or buying a smaller size, or your belt being not fitting anymore? Like, you guys are pretty aware of your body, right? To know, like, okay, I'm a little heavier this year, or I'm right. Yeah, Alana, good for you that you've lost 37 pounds this year. Look at Amy Edge. She's lost like 100 pounds. Lindsay. So, yeah, Jen Finberg, absolutely. I guess my point is most women are very aware. Um, right, Abigail, he did, but he put my face on it. I don't know what you're getting at, Abigail. It is Star Wars Day, but does that he put my face on it? Maybe you didn't understand. That's never okay any day, I guess is what I'm getting at. But hey, Heather Huckleberry. Um, I think us women are fairly sensitive to how we look. It's kind of like one of our deepest things is kind of we care a lot about how we look, or maybe we don't care how we look, but we're aware of our weight. Like we're aware of our weight, right? Um, hey, Rain. Marilyn has aged significantly in the past 5 years. Yes. T Conkey, I am 5'5", just barely 5'5". She has aged. Somebody sent me a before and after photo of her when she first came out. She was way younger looking than she is now. She has aged. She looks about 10 or 15 years older than she did a few years ago. That's not an insult. That's just a fact. Marilyn has aged very, very, very aggressively. Uh, yeah, Helena. Styro lost 35 last year to prepare for hip surgery. I've been heavy on and off my whole life. I guess what I'm saying is I just mean that that's why he chose that particular character. I didn't say it was okay. I just pointed that. Oh, okay, Abigail. I don't think you were implying that. It's just either way. Abigail, I think I'm sensitive to it because this guy is putting up now pictures of gorillas and implying that they're black people. That's the worst thing anybody can do. So, I mean, he can put up a fat picture. He's put pictures of me and it like being a whale. I don't care about that, but there's this person is an absolute waste of space and it's completely disgusting that he's doing that. Um, hey, FAFO, Ad Dazzle. So I guess the point is we judge ourselves way harsher than other people are going to be able to do it. And I don't take much offense to someone putting up a picture of me as Jabba the Hutt. I'm judging myself way more than that. As a woman, I think women, we are way harder on our bodies and just our even our personalities. I mean, how many of you there's Amy Edge. See? As of today, I've lost 154 pounds. I've gone from a size 24 to a 4. As of this morning, I've reached my goal. Holy shit. Yeah, Abigail, I know. Well, a lot of us are. That's incredible. Guys, Amy Edge, that's incredible. Exactly, No Face. That's incredible. Amy Edge, that is such an amazing goal. That's beyond, like, I'm just speechless about that. That's insane. That's rare. You don't hear about that so much, that people lose that much weight. That is so disciplined and dedicated. Good for you, babe. That's incredible. We're all very proud of you, and congratulations, Amy, and thank you for being a member. I think women in general, not just mean-spirited people, do age badly. May 4th is our orange kitten anniversary. Her first 8-week. Oh, that's so sweet. Love and life. Lumen got a really cute new kitten too. She's so cute. She posted pictures in the Facebook group. I guess women in general, I also find not just, it's our personality too. Women are just very hard on themselves. Like, oh, I'm sorry. We set ourselves on fire to yes, to keep others warm. Women, I find, not all, okay. I don't want to do, by the way, I don't want to speak in, I had someone reach out yesterday and left a comment on the channel, and she's super sweet. She's on the replay. And I know that she had a good heart, and she meant, didn't mean any harm by this. But we don't speak in generalities here, to where, like yesterday in particular, I was talking about these guys being racist. And she said, I live in the South, and I don't want everyone to think we're all racist in the South. Thank you for being here, Abigail. Have a good evening. I would never, I mean, if you've watched me long enough, I feel like you should know at this point, I don't speak for a lot of things, right? Like I often say, this is my story. I'm staying in my lane. This doesn't apply to everybody else. Hey, Kat. There's a lot of racism in the South. Does that mean everybody in the South is racist? That doesn't equate to that at all. Thank you, Anne. It doesn't mean that at all, guys. There's racism everywhere. And I just want to clarify that, because obviously one person felt that way. I came from the Midwest. There's a ton of racism here. It's in your face. My son's school, they say the N-word a lot. It was shocking and horrifying, and it still is. But that doesn't mean that everyone in the South is racist. Of course, that doesn't mean that, right? Of course, that doesn't mean that. So I just want to make that clear. And when I say most women, I'm not speaking for all of you. I'm talking about women that I've talked with on this channel, either here or one-on-one, and that's thousands of women, right? So every once in a while, I will be clear about what I'm saying, but in no way, shape, or form would I ever take a group and go, everybody in the South is racist. How could I even know that? Like, pretty much no one would know that, right? Nobody would know that. But it's a lot more here. It's a lot more prevalent here, and it's a lot more in your face. And I do hate that about the South. Now, I've met a lot of people here who are not racist as well. Could be Angie Mo. That's true. She may have always lived in the South, so she doesn't realize the amount of racism here. That's a great point. Nothing to compare to. That's a great point. I came from the Midwest. Huge difference, massive difference. Oh, nice, Lindsay. So let me read this. Let me say first that I thank my God through Jesus Christ for all of you. God knows how often I pray for you. Day and night, I bring you and your needs in prayer to God. Well, that was very nice of her. And she already left, but thank you, Abigail. That's New Testament. Thank you. But I think women, not all women, not speaking for all women, But a lot of women that I've talked to are generally very, hey, old Charlie, are very, yeah, old Charlie says, if you're racist, though, you're weak as fuck. Yeah, I agree with that very much. I'm sorry, you guys. I did something to my shoulder and it hurts really bad. It's like throbbing. I've met racially insensitive people everywhere, but I have found advocates are everywhere too. Yes, I absolutely agree with that too, Rhonda McNeil. I absolutely agree with that. And then, Rhonda, you meet the people who are like this guy in particular, the guy who's making racist thumbnails. Let's see. I showed you. This one. I've never seen it so much in your face. And I've never seen, I mean, I've just never seen that extreme degree of hate for Black people in general. I've never seen that in real life. And I've never seen, again, yesterday he doubled down and put me with a bunch of gorillas and apes. I've never seen anyone that extremely racist, and I've never seen anyone that racist have a bunch of friends backing him up publicly. Like, I would never want to attach my name to that ever, or again, stick my reputation out there. Um, it was that. I mean, that's just extreme. So, I guess what I'm trying to say about that is, I think we judge ourselves much more than we let other people judge us. That's all I wanted to talk about there. Today, this goes hand in hand with it. First of all, I love the title of this. I know I'm all over the place. They did. He used your thumbnail, Helena. Yes, he did. I love the title of this, and I just want to say, I feel like this applies to everyone. Understanding why you do something isn't the same as changing it. And I feel like that falls in line. I've seen it, but I've been Black for 48 years. Yeah, Rhonda. Well, you're a beautiful Black woman, and it doesn't matter that you're Black to me. I'm just blown away, guys. I'm still a little bit reeling about it. It's I have to say, hey MJ, personally a shame spiral about my body. Exactly. Like, I guess it's, yeah. You're not gonna put my face on Jabba the Hutt and think that that's gonna hurt my feelings. I've been slamming my body since I was 11. I guess I'm blown away still that this guy is doing that, and it's like no one really cares. It shocks me that like this is not bigger than it is. It kind of blows me away that, first of all, I'm kind of shocked that it's allowed on YouTube, even just on social media. Night Beachcomber, that this guy is doing that. Like, how do you all feel about it? Does it kind of rock you a little bit that he's putting pictures of gorillas and apes and insinuating that they're Black people? And Marilyn's hooking her name to that? Like, I'm blown the fuck away by that. Again, you can, I would much, I'll take my reputation any day. We're all brothers and sisters in colors and backgrounds because we're all humans, which are spiritual beings. Yeah, well, I mean, I think most of us here feel that way. It's just beyond gross to me, Abdazzle. It's so in your face. It's unfortunate. And I don't think that that's going to go without, thanks, Debbie. I don't think that will go without consequences at some point. I don't think that's going to go without consequences at some point. I agree with that so much, Alana. I agree, Tyler. I'm taking the plunge and taking my 263 self to meet a potential soulmate in the UK who says he thinks I am sexy AF. All sizes can be beautiful. And if a man doesn't think so, move on. One will. I totally agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. A lot of men seem to be into that. All sizes of women. Not men are not just into size 2 women, especially this day and age. Like, what is the average woman's size in America? Is it still 14? Has it gone up? Like, it's not like it's rare to be a bigger size or way more. And I think women are absolutely fucking gorgeous when they're larger. I just think I think it's pretty. I think skinny women are pretty too. But fat shaming shouldn't be a thing anymore because women are beautiful when they're larger. I don't know where that comes from. I rather like the ability to block racists. Unfortunately, that can't be done in real. I mean, Rhonda, I just have to say, I apologize. It makes me very sad that I don't know how you feel about this, Rhonda. We had Lorraine Brown in here yesterday. She's another just beautiful Black woman. I did, Alana. I you see, as I'm a little bit speechless, Rhonda, and I don't know how you feel, how your take on something like that would be. It blows me away. Hey, Wendy Brewer, I cannot believe in 2026 that people still feel that way, but most of them I would think would be more closeted than put it out there and double, triple down for the world to see. It's thank you, Buffy. I do. Hey, Holly, I'm much more embracing of my body than I used to be, much more. Joanne says YouTube won't let me put a cuss word, a name, any part of the body, but it lets his ass do this racist hate crime on here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's something like you get an attorney involved to say, hey, to contact YouTube. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't even know that I care. I don't necessarily want to do anything about it. I think something will be done about it. But it's more the Marilyn thing that blows me. It just blows me away. I can't believe that she's like, that's my friend. What are you doing? Like, cringe. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by association that I even know who Marilyn is, that she's putting her reputation on the line for that. That's wild. Joanne, I don't either. And I'm sure that eventually something will come of it. And thank you for your super chat. I'm struggling with my weight. I'm so tired of self-loathing. I do my best. I'm hoping some time off. Yeah, I understand, Nancy. And it probably gets harder as we age. You know, I have a doctor's appointment coming up and I got to get my blood work done. And then I've said this to you guys and I'm trying not to talk about it much, but there's something going on right now that behind the scenes that I'm not discussing or talking about. And I think it's stressing me the fuck out. So Nancy, I understand. I think we just take it a little bit at a time and just do the best we can, girl, because again, we judge ourselves way more than others are judging us. So just know that you are loved, Nancy. I love seeing you in the Zoom calls and I appreciate you. And I think you're absolutely gorgeous. You and your husband are so cute together. I know, Lindsay, but it's still weird. You don't have any reason for apologizing for someone else's ignorance. Rhonda, it's more than that to me, though. I feel like I'm at a loss here. I don't know what. Okay, Lachelle, thank you for being here. I don't know. I kind of just can't believe it. It's very weird, Lindsay. I've seen some shit in my day. I've not seen. It's like I said yesterday, it's not frowned upon. It's not like, wow, that's really bad. It's pure hate, like of the deepest, most evil hate I've ever seen. It's pretty fucked up. Yes, extra cortisol. That's what it is. Hey, baby steps. Never understood racism. I'm old, but born and raised in Southern California. It exists, but it isn't much a part of the culture. I count myself lucky to have never had much exposure to racism. Bouncing to listening mode. Love you too, baby steps. And I'm glad that you haven't. I hadn't either. There's one thing about Scientology. I did not see racism in Scientology. Now, Scientology does not like gay people. Make that make sense. They don't like gay people, but I've not seen, there was a lot of Black people at my particular organization. Now, A different ex-Scientologist may tell you, "Hell yeah, they were super racist." Not where I grew up in it. Not where I grew up in it. So it's again, it's just I'm kinda like you, baby steps. I wasn't really around it. Oh, they definitely learned it from somewhere, and thank you for your giant super chat. Really is the reason I unsubscribed to Marilyn. Tolerance's endorsement and her giggling about a topic that really hurts people is too much for me. Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. Tolerance is endorsement, and her giggling about a topic that really hurts people is too much for me. That is really, really powerful. Rhonda, thank you for saying that. I really like that a lot. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, which this is a little weird. This is a little weird to say, but I have a question for you guys. I saw something the other day that this, and now I'm kind of switching the topic. I saw something and I'm curious about it and I haven't stopped thinking about it. And I want to know what you think about this. The more I, the more I think that YouTube has in a lot of ways forced me to mature, right? Deprogram from Scientology. Just doing this has really shaped me a little bit. Like, you know how many of you are like, Reese, you've changed or grown so quickly over these last few years. I think that that has a lot to do with therapy, but I think it has more to do with YouTube. It does. I've learned a lot. Even the hate has helped me in a lot of ways. It has shaped me in a lot of ways. It's taught me, like it or not, the way I'm kind of zooming out and looking at things more lately, and I get less triggered or upset when I look at things this way. Stay with me because I'm not going to make a lot of sense. And it takes me a second to get a concept out. It helps me more to see things not as good or bad anymore, but just more like they're just an experience. It's just a lesson. Like it's either or both. It's a lesson and it's an experience. That's kind of how I try to look at things more than like taking shit personally. This racism thing is hard not to. But outside of that, like all of our other life, just things in life, I saw something that said you have to kind of almost look at life. And I thought this was really good. You have to, hey, Allie, you have to look at life like a school. I love that, Anne. Like, I saw this lady say that it's like school, it's a school. Life is like a school. And she said, do you ever notice some people repeat the same behavior or experience over and over and over? They'll pick the same person over and over. They'll flock to the same kind of groups of people, right? Over and over and over. And she said that's because life, he or she, whoever is doing that, is repeating the same class until they get it. They haven't gotten it. They haven't finished the class because they haven't learned something from it. And I thought that's really interesting. And it kind of ties into what I've been saying. Thank you, baby steps. Wow. That's so generous. Thank you for gifting memberships, my friend. That's very kind of you. Guys, I love it when people do that because everybody gets excited when they get a membership. Thank you, baby steps. It was really sweet, my friend. Am I making sense here? So I tied this to how I felt about anyway. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, BB, if you don't take stuff as personally and you just kind of remove the expectation on things, which I've been practicing that for a while, but everything, even bad stuff, is still a lesson. Like I've told you this, I at least like when I'm dealing with something pretty fucking heavy right now that is, I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know where it's going to take me. And even though I don't know and it's making me want to rip my skin off, I'm trying to sift through it. Like, what can I learn from this? What can I at least learn? What can I gain from this? How can I see it as a good thing, even though it's not a good thing at all? Oh, Neptunes. Racism, misogyny, and homophobia make people very ugly no matter what they physically look like. Oh, make no mistake, these people are fuck ugly on the outside. We already know their souls are black, but on the outside, they're fuck ugly, right? I just think it's absolutely wild to put my face on Jabba the Hutt when you look at these creatures. Marilyn is a beast. Fight me. I don't care. She's ugly as shit, but somehow that's okay, right? Which I don't care. If those are your friends, I hope they lift you up. We're all looking at you in absolute horror. Uh, every single thing. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? And you can look at it as being done for you, not done to you, because it's meant to be a lesson. Yes. Yes. That's exactly how I've been looking at things lately. Thank you for putting that. Sometimes you guys put things into the words I've been looking for. People's toxic behavior, Nancy, guys, I saw something the other day that said, why are we not calling people ugly? Like, oh, no one's ugly anymore? Of course they are. If you're going to call black people gorillas, you're fucking ugly. No one, I mean, take that to a mild degree. Walking into a restaurant going, can we get some menus? 4 Cokes, get us some appetizers. Barking at people, treating people like they're nothing makes you ugly alone. Being a racist like that, Marilyn's fucking hideous. She's a beast. She looks like a fucking beast to me. Her whole face is all fucked up. She's ugly. I don't care what anybody says. She is ugly, right? She is. When you go around doing that, it makes you very unattractive on the outside. And if, like someone pointed out, she's aged very, very drastically in the last couple of years. She looks so bad. Her skin looks terrible. The color of her fucking skin on her face looks really bad. She looks like she's just empty. She does. She looks terrible. But she does hate content every day, all day. Barking at people, biting at people, attacking people is going to make you ugly. I'm guessing she hasn't had sex in a very long time. She probably doesn't do anything for fun. She's apparently in her 50s. She looks like she's turning 70 this year. Her skin looks really bad. She looks terrible. She doesn't look like she takes care of herself at all. Yeah, that's great, BB. And I love that. I love, love, love that. There's a quote I like. She's not holding the past against you. She's holding the pattern against you. Oh, yeah. Learned that at the school of Jeff Quibell. That's a great one. Guys, take note of that quote. She's not holding the past against you. She's in her 50s. Sorry, D, but I am. She looks way older. Hey, Bunny Foo Foo. I can't either, Andy. To be honest, I can't either believe that people watch that kind of content. Hold on. That's a great point. Tori looks way younger than Marilyn. Tori is absolutely beautiful. Tori has beautiful skin. Even in person, it's even prettier. Tori is her hair is so cute. She takes care of herself. You can tell Marilyn does not. You dear, I'm taking a drink, Liz. Pat G, good for you. But Pat G, are you a horrific racist person that won't accept that and face the music? No, you're not. I love this. She's not holding the past against you. She is holding the pattern against you. That kind of goes hand in hand with my title, Debbie. Knowing you're doing something is different than changing it. Being aware of it enough to change. It is DNV. I agree. I read this and it resonated. The people who draw us to us are like mirrors. They show us things about ourselves, and we can choose to learn about ourselves through others. As we grow, we attract other grown people to us. Yes, I had a therapy session about that and talked about it once. Yes, I agree with that, Alana, very much. I also agree with, of course, Mama Bear, because this is a community of love and acceptance. This is, hey, Lumen, I love your cat. This is not a community of hate and hating certain groups and people's beliefs. This isn't that. So, yeah, no, there's a lot of love and acceptance here. And I think that's why I'm so blown away that it's still allowed to support that openly. I'm blown away about that. I'm absolutely shocked. And I think it should be talked about at length. I think we should continue to highlight this and talk about it because it brings it to light. The more people that see that this guy is putting up pictures of gorillas and calling them black people, I think that, I mean, he's doubling down anyway. He wants us to give him that attention, but it's not so much him that I'm disappointed in. That guy is an absolute lost cause. I'm not even sure he's human. Marilyn is the one that I'm blown away by, that she's like, yeah, I love those guys. Holy shit. And it's like Rhonda McNeil said, it's by association, like the people that support Marilyn then by association support that. You're endorsing that, right? If you go look in the comment section of their page, it's all women going, yeah, Reese is a disgusting, I'm disgusting. You are supporting something that people, it ain't going to fly. It's pure evil. I cannot believe the intolerance and the hate. Hey, Lori Lee. I agree. I'm not stopping about calling out the abuse of them all. Yeah, Lindsay, I mean, I don't want to make daily shows about it, but at the same time, this has to be touched on pretty regularly, I would say. You know, they're also dead set on Tommy Scoville. But they cannot, by the way, can you tell us whether or not you're still a Nazi? Hey, Vince, can you tell us? Can you tell us about your 1488 tattoo? Can you tell us about the fact that you are a racist Nazi? Who did you beat up to get that tattoo again? And what prison did that happen in? Right? No receipts there. Won't ever discuss why they hate black people. It's just Tommy. That's all they can do, right? Hey, the newest nut. Can anybody speak to that on that side of the fence, please? Do you guys have some sort of a racist spokesperson that we can talk to that can say, here's why we feel this way. Here's what we stand for. Here's our mission statement. They won't do it. It's just, hey, Reese, you're with Tommy. Right. Sure. But what about this putting up pictures of gorillas and calling them black people? Can you guys, no one can speak to that. Thank you, Pat G. And I agree with you. Everybody should be treated with respect. This is exactly where I'm going with that, Lindsay. This is exactly where I'm going with that. Because if we don't bring it up in some way, even a bit of the time in our streams, people forget quickly. Yes. Hey, Brenda, thank you. Did something else happen yesterday? I didn't look at their stuff as well. I watched that one stream. I didn't know Susie did a stream. Yeah, he did this yesterday. This thumbnail, Nancy, while we were live. He puts up my city thinking he's slick, and he puts up me with a bunch of apes and gorillas. Hey, Linda. And then Nancy, he put up, this really took the cake for me. He put this up. All black run African cities are dirty and collapsing. But look in the corner right there. He put an emoji of a gorilla. That's Marilyn's friends. And all she can do is just go, well, I'm going to keep talking about Tommy. Right. We get it. But can you speak to this? Yeah, Nancy, me too. I'm blown the fuck away. Oh my God. Why is he putting your face on Marilyn's body? He should do that. Fat shame me that way. Put my face on Marilyn's body. Can you guys do that? No, they won't do that. Holy shit. I don't know, Katie. I don't know, but I think it's important that we show it. You know, I know a lot of you are probably sitting here going, "Reese, can you please stop talking about this?" Yes. I'm going to stop talking about how can she say he isn't racist while posting that? I don't know, but we're going to keep shining light on that. So I'm going to keep talking about that part of it, like Lindsay just said. Otherwise, we forget. And that is the most fucked up thing. Again, you can tie me to Tommy Scoville for the rest of my life and the long con. I'll take it. I'll take it because I'm not going to tie myself to someone that's friends with that, right? Evil wins when good people do nothing. Shine the brightest light on them, my friend. I love you, Liz, and thank you. I hope, hey, Alicia, I hope that no one is disappointed in this. It needs to be shown, guys. And all they can do, thank you for your super chat, Liz, and you're absolutely right. All they can do, like the Nazi this morning posted, of course they're coming back with, right, like lashing out. All he can do is do these weird, creepy laughs where he's like, like he does these weird, he's all mechanical, like nothing about him is real. I told you every time he starts a video, he goes, well, he sounds like a goat. It's like, what? You have this like sign on that you do, but you're not real. Like there's nothing real about this person. It's all a script. You can tell it's very scripted because he's got marching orders. But it's interesting to me. All he could say today, hey, Dawn, was Reese is watching us. Oh, she's watching us. He was like, thanks for the free advertising. You're welcome. Racist. Like, if that's pointing the light in your direction and people follow to go over to you, we wish them well, right? I love that, Anne. It is, Vince. I agree. Hold on, guys. I'm going to blow my nose again. Oh, that's the other thing. They're implying I'm on drugs now because I blow my nose a lot. They're saying that I'm on drugs. They are being paid. They have marching orders. I promise you. They're running out of shit to do. I believe that, Denise. The more they see people come out and talk about their abuse, it empowers many more to tell their truth and quit suffering in silence. Yes. Yeah, Katie, it's reaching for sure. Yeah, it definitely is important. Reese watches, so I don't have to. Exactly, Rhonda McNeil. Don't ever go over there. Don't ever go over there. It's horrific. It's a dirty cesspool. You can tell this guy hasn't bathed in a long time and he's sitting in his mom's car most of the time reading a script from whoever's paying him to do what he's doing. It's necessary for me, I don't know about anyone else. If it helps one person, it's worth it. Tammy, don't do it. It's fine if it's, Tyler said the best thing yesterday. I'm going to read it again. I took a picture of it and I read that to Tommy last night. Tyler said the absolute best thing yesterday. This is Lindsay's guy. I want you guys to listen to this comment because it's really, really good. This is it. This is the complete truth. They try to define their opponents by their worst days. It's not fair. Felon, etc. But they are outraged when we define them by their current actions on a near daily basis. They define people on their worst days, but then they flip out when we define them on their current actions. That's all you need to know. Exactly. I agree with you, Lindsay. It's just still, it's enough that it's got my attention to where I do want to talk about this now. I want to talk about the behavior. I want to label it. I I feel very differently about this. We're not name calling. We're not talking about their looks as much anymore. I'm talking about, where did these guys come from? Where did this come from? And why are Marilyn and Susie so aligned with these guys? Where did they come from? Where did Marilyn come from? That's all. I just want to continue to shine light on that. I don't really care as much about how I used to talk about them. I'm more interested in this pattern and this behavior. I'm very curious about it. I love that for you, Lindsay, and I'm happy for you. Megan Roberts, welcome in. It's very weird. It's very weird, guys. So my back to what I was saying. Thank you, Lindsay. Back to what I was saying, just real quick. And I know it's probably not that interesting for you guys, but it's something I've been also thinking about. Looking at things less myopically, more no eye roll. Looking at things more zoomed out. It helps me to remove expectations, but also looking at things as simply a learning experience or a lesson, or both, right? Love you, Heather Rhodes. But do you think it is possible that all of this is just like a school? Because it is true. I am learning as much as I possibly can now, more than I ever have. Everything I learned in my whole up to the age of 38 in Scientology, I can't even put this into words. It's really hard for me to explain this, but I'm going to take a drink again. I can't clear my throat. Must be the drugs. It's hard to explain this, but everything I learned, right? I learned some things working in the real world at my corporate jobs and, being married to Jeff, who wasn't a Scientologist, things like that. But the real things that I actually like, tools, love you, Rhonda, the real tools that I have for life in my head, all of that's Scientology. All of it was Scientology. So I would say that now more than ever, I'm catching up. A lot of you have said to me, like, you're basically a toddler. And in a lot of ways I am, because there's so many things I'm peeling off and deprogramming from, like just simple shit that it's hard to explain to you. Hey, Barbara, wait, really simple shit. And I'd be having to switch over to Scientology and it wouldn't make sense to you. But if I said to you, like, I'm having to unlearn like basic stuff from Scientology, like the ARC triangle, the KRC triangle, like simple things that Scientologists use as life tools on a daily basis, the tone scale, study technology, the overt motivator sequence. Like there's all kinds of basic life things that we use in Scientology that I have used my entire existence of life. I still do it regularly. I still do it. Like if someone is acting a certain way that's suspicious, I'm like, wonder what they did. Wonder what crimes they committed. I wonder what that overt is. I'd love to pull it. And then I'm like, nope. I just kick it out of my head. But it is truly, it's another Scientology word. It's an automaticity. And that's just something on autopilot. We call it an automaticity in Scientology. I get that, Lindsay. So, is this a women's only channel? No, absolutely not, Anne. Thank you, Tammy. Question, is using some of that Scientology stuff still useful? Some of the life skills they taught you? Not at all. It's actually hindering. It slows me down. So no, it is not useful at all. Hey, Susan, how's the house going? The sale of the home. I know you told me that, Lindsay. That's crazy. So no, it slows me down to think like that, like a Scientologist, to use Scientology tools, right? I feel like I'm swimming through mud. It slows me down. Love you, Helena. Thank you for being here, babe. So now in the last 3 years that I've been out of Scientology is why I'm like on a path. I'm like on an insane path to learn more like a human being. Thank you, Dawn. Does that make sense? Like, learn more like you guys think and learn. That sucks, Susan. And to kick those, more importantly, to kick those things out. Hey, Dylan. Dylan says automaticity is the ability to perform tasks quickly, accurately, and effortlessly without conscious thought, typically developed through, so like being on autopilot is basically what I was saying, Dylan. Yes, it's an automaticity for me, right? So it's I'm on automatic mode. Um, yes, Vince totally says using the tools is fine, but the awareness of when appropriate is key. Yes. Hey, what the fox? I didn't know you were in here. Thank you for gifting a membership, my friend. It's good to see you. You don't use Scientology terms like you did earlier. I do not. I'm way better at it decodified, but I do in my head. Because if you think about it, that was my school. That was my school. 38 years of Scientology and starting automaticity is not a Scientology word. So it's an English word. I've said it before on this channel and people are like, that's not a word. It's a Scientology word. So it's an English word then. Okay. Is randomity an English word too? Because it made me think of randomity. I thought that was a Scientology word. One day, Dylan, a few months ago or a month ago, we did a like some words, and Debbie Zeta was in here and she's one of our teachers. And she was like, that's not a word. That is a word. That's not a word. And I swear they said automaticity was not a word. So it was a Scientology word. I'm paying Reese to say nice things about me. I love Tyler. You don't have to pay me to do that. I think you're fantastic. And I think you're very kind. And I'm so thankful that you and Lindsay have each other. I really am. I just think you're a very sensitive, very kind, very balanced guy. And I like that a lot about you. And I love what you bring to the table. I said this about you yesterday. You're the type of person that says things that makes me think. Not everybody has that talent, Tyler. So thank you. Well, and that's the other thing, BB, is when, yes, Sharon. Hey, Tampa B. You've come a long way, baby. Thank you. That's so nice. That's such a nice thing to say. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat. If you have to recruit people to hate one person, there must be something about me they're really worried about. And I'm being dead serious. I'm not saying it's jealousy. I'm not saying it's any of that. But do you think I also think that's curious. He said this morning, he was like, yeah, free advertising. Send all your people over here so we can get them to get away from you. Why aren't you powerful enough to get them to do it on your own? You have to recruit people to hate me? Then there must be something pretty fucking special about this channel that you want taken down, right? That you want out of the limelight. I don't know what it is. I'm working, so I can't comment on. I'm listening. Yeah, I just think you guys are great. And I mean that. I really, really appreciate you guys. So thank you, Brenda. Automaticity, the ability to do things without occupying the mind with the low-level details acquired. Automaticity. So it is a real word, Jojo? Reese, ever wonder what the perceived threat is? Do you have an idea, Vince? Do any of you have an idea? Because I don't know. The only thing I can think of, Vince, is that I'm the newest out of Scientology. Maybe there's, they're worried about new stories I'm going to tell, new audios that I have recorded. I'm not sure why I am more of a threat. Most of the Scientology words are English words, but the added suffixes to them that change their context in Scientology. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Jojo. Not a clue. There's a loop and I'm out of it. Yes. Could be, Susan. I don't know, guys. Like, why, for instance, don't they go after Aaron? Why don't they go after Jenna? Why don't they pick other ex-Scientologists? Why don't they, even Nora? He was like, I'm not picking on Nora. Why? Because your marching orders are just specifically on me. I mean, that's fairly obvious to me. You have recordings, baby book, and also, yeah. I mean, I have proof of statutory rape. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They're jealous because my channel grew fast and they're sitting at the bottom. I mean, their views are in the tank. That's true. Also, we made a place for recenter fans to come together with Nora's, mine, and Dylan's streams, and others share in there too, and positive content. Yeah, it's very telling, Jojo. It is. And also, I think it's amping up. And I think that's because we're getting louder. It's not just me anymore. Lindsay talks about it. Nora talks about it. Who else talks about it? I saw that Toddy talk about it with you, Lindsay. I think it's going to get a little bit louder, and I think that's good. Shine more light on it. Just like they shine light on me being a con artist, right? Do other ex-Scientologists on YouTube have stories involving sexual abuse? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, I know Serge did. He's not around anymore. I couldn't tell you if Jenna did because I don't know her story. I don't know about Aaron. I'm pretty sure Nora, didn't she? I don't know about Liz. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be Sharon, but they'd be wrong. Here's one last up before I leave for a bit. If you find out why or the reason for the threat, does it make a difference? Yes, for me it does. This kind of makes me think of Vince when I was married to my last husband and he was a jester. And he tried to sell me on what jesters are. And he was like, they're great guys. It's just a group of guys. We just get together. There's nothing weird about it. I can't have my phone for 5 days. I can't talk to you, but it's totally legit. I was like, well, I'm telling you, Vince. I said, yeah, I'm going to find out. There's more to this. And I'm going to find out. There's sleaze written all over this and I smell it. And he was like, you're not going to find anything. I found it, right? And it was sleaze capital of the world. So yes, it would help me to know, like, Vince, if we could somehow pinpoint the source that these guys are being paid by this, yeah, I always want to get to the bottom of things, Vince. I don't know if that's the Scientologist in me, but I always want to get to the bottom of things. I want to know why. Where is this coming from? Doesn't it bother you, Vince, to know, not necessarily this situation because it doesn't affect you in any way, but doesn't it, like when you have something where you're like, I feel it, I know it, there's more to this. Can you just sit on that and be okay with it? I may never find out. But it's obvious enough at this point. We've connected enough dots to go, yeah, this ain't right. This is fishy. So yeah, I'm curious to know the source of this. We may never find that out, but I still think it's an important point to put it all together. These aren't just 4 people who just came together. They're not. This is by design. And Susie said it herself a week ago. I was doing the content I was told to do. We all heard it. I played it several times. I was doing the content I was told to do. And Vince, you're a man and we're a lot of women on here. I'm reading right here. Susan says, I usually need answers. I'm too much of a detective to not know why. A lot of women, Vince, are diggers. We want to know. We want to know. And I don't always want to know when it's something suspicious like this, like a mystery like that. I want to know why I behave certain ways. I want to know the source of where this came from. When did this start? When did I start acting this way? When did this pattern shift? I mean, it's even just mild shit that's not harmful. I want to know. I can now. In the past, I couldn't. The why was important. Now, not so much. Well, how old are you? Are you like way older than the rest of us? Because as people get older, people get into their 60s and 70s. I've heard that. Right? I've heard that. Sorry, my head is backwards. Everything's backwards on this. So it's like, remember when Tommy and I tried to look at each other on the live the other day? It's because it's backwards. So when I try to fix my hair, I'm just really talking out loud about something that's stupid. But yeah, I want to know. You're 56. Yeah. Okay. So you are quite a bit older than me. I'm 41 and you're also a man. I'm a woman. Women want to know, just so you know that, Vince, like women are more interested in knowing. But I also have heard people say what you just said. As you get older, people don't. You good though? People don't care. There's Maine. Maine, somebody asked about you yesterday, like you had left the channel. And I said, he's not gone. He comes in every once in a while. Love you, Maine. It's good to see you, my friend. Your videos about the jesters brought me in very interesting. I grew up in small town Guthrie, Oklahoma. We have a huge Masonic temple there. I used to sneak in 7 or 8, lots of creepy vibes. Ew, yeah, I bet. Sorry that happened to you. I'm almost 61. I still want to know. I'm 65. I still need, yeah. So I think if I had to guess, it's probably more of a female thing. Women want to know. We want to know why. We typically want, we don't, most people and women that I've met are not like, it doesn't matter. I got to know. I want to know. Even if it's about me, like if I'm doing it to me, I'm like, when did that behavior start? Love you, JoJo. Yeah, Mama Bear, for sure. I'm 59 and I still care and I will investigate. Makes me wonder Jesters is paying Goot. Jesters hate women and are racist. That could be. Hey, Tony P. Thank you. Joanne Richardson. Hey, everyone, usually catch the replay. Good to see you, Joanne, and thank you. We have a lot of Joannes. Joanne Richardson, Joanne Palmer, Joanne Hawley. Love that. Thank you for being here, and thank you to all the replay crew. I know you are, Maine. I just know that you're in and out. Whenever you can, you come. Hey, Laura Lou. Oh, Laura Lou, we're talking about women want to know why things are. Cindy Cat Lover is 75. I need to know. Thank you, Tony P. I get it. I respect it. Never judge your intentions. I didn't feel judged, Vince. I thought it was a great question. There's so much about behavior that intrigues me. Same, dude. I love talking about human behavior. Okay, Vince, we'll see you later, but thank you for bringing that out. I'm glad that you talked about it. I never took offense to what you said. Thank you for being here, Vince. Hey, Marty. Oh my God, you changed your name to Marty is never tardy. That's hilarious. That's true too, Bunny Fufu. Some people are just mean, can't be friends with everyone. I want to know, and I'm only 30. That's sad, I rule. And some people do. They go so far as to hire private investigators. Marty, that's hilarious. I love it. I hope you keep that name. That's funny. Marty is never tardy. Let's get Maisie Shiloh to have that. Maybe she can copy it. She's always tardy. Um, yeah, I go back and forth on this because I don't want to continue. I don't like that this is taking up space in my head as much as it is. And they're loving it, which I don't care what they love because they won't win. These people are not going to win. Nobody wins that is that hateful of people, of human beings. I'm not worried about what they like or what they don't like. But I don't love that this is taking up a lot of space in my head, but this is just a new piece to the puzzle that just has me so intrigued. I want to know why. Hey, Jamie, she's aligned herself with that. And it's so in our face. Yes, Laura Lou. It's so in our face. He's tripling down with the racism. He's equating black people to monkeys, gorillas, and apes now. And I just kind of am blown away by that. And I want to know how in the hell is she just that stupid? Or is this by design? I guess that's what I want to know. Are you that stupid that you think you're on the winning side? Of course they are, Pat G. I just said that. But it's funny when people say they live rent free in your head. Hey, Marissa Martin, isn't that just being human, like women especially? How many women put up your hand if you have 500,000 tabs open right now in your head? So it's always kind of a funny thing to say to me, like they live rent free in your head. Of course they do. Everything does. My finances live rent free in my head. Hey, Mrs. Carson, worrying about my son full time is rent free in my head. His school is rent free in my head. My channel lives rent free in my head. Like, is that something that we're not supposed to admit to? Is that like, it's like an accusation when people call that shit out. They're like, they live rent free in your head. Of course they do. And I live rent free in their head. I assure you. You know why? They make daily videos about me for over a year. I live way more in their head than they do mine, I promise you. They can't do any other content. That should tell you the answer right there. On a scale, who thinks about whom more? Every video they make is about me for over a year straight. I've done maybe what, 15? Who's living in whose head more? And it doesn't matter because that's what I'm saying. We all have, hey, Lady O, tabs open 24 hours a day. Yeah, Erica, I thought that too. She doesn't have a choice because of the paycheck. Marilyn certainly gets paid on me big time. She puts my name and my picture in a thumbnail and she's going to get tons and tons of views. So there is that. Hey, Auntie Janet says, thank you, Mrs. Carson. But I do think it's funny when people like try to kind of it's like they corner you. They think they got you by saying you live rent free in their head. Situations live rent free in my head. Like that's what we are as humans, are we not? I mean, I would rather have thoughts than have an empty head, right? Like our dented can friend head, Goot. Goot's head literally is dented. He's missing half of his head in the front. I guess I would rather be having clear headed thoughts, whether it be about other people or not, than only think about how much I hate Black people, right? Lady O, I can't figure it out. It's strange, but I don't want to. Thank you, Charcoal Ninja. I don't want to. Hey, Sigrid. Yeah, Sigrid makes a good point. My tabs open up more when I go to bed. Oh, God. I don't know about other women in here, but God, that's true for me. The second my head hits the pillow, I'm like checking shit off for the day, for the week. I'm like, Friday, I have this. I got to drop this off Thursday. Saturday, I take Huxley here. I forgot that Huxley is a friend. He's going with like, it's constant. Thank you, Maine. I think it will, Honey Lou. She sold herself out to something evil for sure. Very corrupt, Brenda. The problem is here, and this has been kind of a stupid stream, and this is a good example of that. I'm having too many tabs open in my head, but it's very real. And it's also very relatable. And I think about this too. We have way more in common than we don't. Just as people, we have so much more in common. I bet you if we could look at studies on this, like human beings, we have so much more in common than not. How could we not? We're humans. Most of us think very similarly, unless you're Jeffrey Dahmer. Resets me too. I lay down and my mind is going a mile a minute. Yes, Maine. I think it's because during the day we're focused on other things. We're working. We're engaged in things, and at night that's your alone time to be like, oh, holy shit! And you're going over your day. You're going over the past. You're going over the future. Yeah, Sarah Blackshear. Guys are very different in how they think. I think. Hey, C-Dubs. I feel like the spotlight is on Scientology lately, whether we agree with what those kids are doing or not. It's shining a light and bringing out the sick stuff. I agree with that. I agree with that very much, C-Dubs. I think that what the kids are doing on those TikTok videos, what are they calling them? Like they're running into the buildings. I think that it's shining a huge light on Scientology. Yeah. Yeah, Bunny Foo Foo, I agree. It's like I would rather have a billion tabs open though. What's the alternative? Hate is very vile. I hate these folks. They're sick. I mean, who the heck wants to run down, talk nonsense about them? Normal, well-rounded people don't do that. And again, I said this, but if you have to recruit people to go against me specifically, and it is me, they're not going after anybody else. They hardly even poke at Tommy anymore. If you have to recruit people and gather people together to go against me, What kind of a threat am I? What's going on? That's another thing I'm not seeing that they must see. There must be something that I'm not seeing because somebody is really fucking worried about me in this channel existing. They don't like it and they want it shut down and they want me to get broken finally from the cyberbullying and think that I don't matter enough to be here on planet Earth. They picked the wrong person, but I don't understand why are they so fixated on me, specifically me? Someone said, I want all four of you doing content on this person. I don't think that's it, but thank you for the compliment. Jealousy, Reese, you're incredibly good at what you do on your channel. They can't turn me against you or Tommy. Maine, we love you. I know that you'll never leave. And I appreciate you saying that because it does make me feel better about it. But I had a feeling you would never leave. I mean, it could be, guys. I don't think it's jealousy. I don't think it has anything to do with my looks. I don't even think I'm that attractive. I mean, I think it's in the eye of the beholder, but I don't think it has anything to do with that. I don't know. Thank you, Shell. I don't even know that I agree with you on that, Shelly. I don't think I'm tough as nails, but I think that I've been through enough and trained enough that I'm not going anywhere. This is mild compared to the abuse that happens inside Scientology. This is very, very mild, guys. It really is. This is not. Thank you, Jamie. This is not anything like the bull baiting and the bullying and the attacks that I have endured in Scientology starting at the age of 4. Do I think they watch their own videos to get hits? What does that mean? You mean views? Yeah, absolutely. Goot has like 6 other accounts that I know of. He's probably got way more than that. Yeah, I think he uses other accounts to get views on his channel, which he only gets like 30, 40 views. Thank you, Holly. It's funny. I'm so used to how smart, funny, and engaging you are that when I watch other channels, I am often disappointed with weak personalities. Auntie Janet says that's crazy. They go after people who they know are victims of abuse. Yes, great point. You're very well spoken and you run your channel in a professional and personal way. Well, thank you for that, guys. I don't know. Yes, and absolutely, it's the church. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like this was kind of a waste of a show. It was a waste of time. What I'm honestly doing is I need to get out of my own head about this and do a real fucking show because, oh, me too. Joanne Holly says, I truly believe that there's someone pulling the strings. No doubt. This is coordinated. We're past that. There's no wondering, like, is this somehow connected? Yes, we know that. I have no doubt. With Susie slipping up, going, I was doing the content I was told to do. With Marilyn in the last week going, I don't know Goot. I don't know him. And then Goot 2 nights ago going, go over and follow Marilyn Honig and Susie Overholt. With Knife Order all of a sudden amping up talking about Aaron. No. This is absolutely, they've slipped too much. They're slipping up in what they're doing. I don't know, Barbara Waite. They're afraid of the power I have. When I say power, I mean your ability to attract people. I've thought about that too. And the charisma and your ability to connect. Now, I think there is some truth to that. Thank you, Patricia. What a nice thing to say. I think there is some truth to that. They can't attract people like I can. I don't know why I can attract people, but I do attract people, good or bad, right? We've got a bunch of haters watching this right now. I attract the haters to watch me. It's like, I feel like a snake charmer. I can get the fucking haters to come over here and watch too. They get very minimal views. I do too, Joanne Palmer. When you're getting closer to God and want to learn about him, the devil will try to throw the BS in there, but God always prevails. And this is the trials and tribulations you go through. Amen. I think that's very true as well, Maine. I have no doubt that that is true. Reese, you're the low-hanging fruit. Newest out, most recent stories, evidence you have receipts, you're a danger. I think that actually is I never knew what that meant. Pied Piper. I don't know what that means. I've heard it a million times. I don't know what Pied Piper means. Thank you, Auntie Janet says, I think that this is extremely true right here. I think if we're going to get close to the answer, this is probably as close as we're going to get. I'm the newest out, most recent stories, evidence, and I have receipts. I am a danger. Yeah. I think there's a lot of truth to that. Because I'm getting a lot of threats outside of YouTube, and the threats have really, really amped up. I'm getting things mailed to me in my mailbox. Huxley, we've taken photos of them at this point. I don't want to go into this too much more because I need to keep this the way it is. But Huxley, we've had 5 cars now stop to take photos of Huxley when he's outside getting off the school bus. 5 vehicles have stopped and waited for him and taken photos of him. So definitely there's something strange. There's something really, really strange outside of these losers. There's something strange going on. And that's why I say there is a bigger bear. There is something behind this. I don't know what it is, but this is a coordinated effort. And again, I've got 18,000 people on this channel. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody gives a shit who I am. No one cares. I am nobody. I am literally nobody. I don't walk out the door and people go, relatable, Reese. Nobody gives a shit. So why they give a shit so much is very, very strange. They want your audience to shrink so less people hear your stories. This is a fact. They are trying to dwindle my channel. She's absolutely right. So the people hear my voice less and less. They're trying to silence my voice. And they're slipping people in here to try to start conversations. Yeah, they baited me last week big time with Jenna. They were coming in here talking about Jenna. And I was like, I don't know. And I don't care. I don't talk to Jenna. And I'm not going to attack somebody I don't know. I don't know Jenna. I got nothing bad to say about her. How could I? I don't know her. Right. But yes, they're definitely trying to, discredit me. What did I talk about right before this started? Maybe Doug. Well, I did a show recently. I know. I agree with that very much to the person who just texted me that, who's in this audience. I agree with that very much. You just know I can't say anything. Yes, I did a show specifically of where did Marilyn come from? She came out she was glommed all over Mike Rinder, Claire Headley, and Doug. She was doing shows with Doug. So maybe that hit a little bit of a nerve, right? Because I think we all forgot. She was the sweetest little knitting lady. And now she's a totally different human being. So there's that. I don't know. I don't know what Pied Piper means. I don't know. A group effort to run me off YouTube. My AI said you are sincere and genuine. It's a coordinated effort against you. If you want to know who is pulling the strings, look at who has the most to gain if you are shut up. Now that's interesting. Everybody think about that for a minute while I blow my nose because I'm such a drug addict. If you're just getting here, their newest videos that they're doing are that I'm on drugs because I blow my nose. That is very, very telling. And I have to take a picture of that. If you want to know who is pulling the strings, look at who has the most to gain if you are shut up. I am a threat. Pied Piper is a fairy tale story character that played a flute and had all the rats and mice follow him out of town. Oh. Like in a good way, or was it a bad thing? What happened to them? Did he kill him? How would the others benefit if Reese goes away? Where is the weight loss associated with nasal issues? I don't understand what that means, Tracy. Yeah, I'm having horrible spring allergies, horrible here. And all my grass got cut today and they came and sprayed like Roundup all around my yard. And I've like had to use my inhaler twice. I'm very sensitive to that. But the allergies in Tennessee are insane compared to the Midwest, way worse. Reese sneezed on her stream. Time for an intervention. These people are idiots. Yeah. Well, again, it's exactly here. It's exactly this. They're doing a hate campaign to make you guys think I'm not who I say I am. I do have a lot of knowledge. Gestures, Jeff. Thank you, Mama Bear. Guys, everybody help me with this real quick because it's going to make my head spin and I want to do it while I'm on. Who has the most to gain if I am shut up? If I'm silenced, who would have the most to gain? That's a great question. That's an interesting question. That would lead me more to what I'm looking for. Interesting Thursday before 2. You got too close to exposing something super important. If I were on drugs, where is meth face acne? Well, I don't know if meth is the drug that I'm on. They didn't say what drug I'm on. They just said I'm on drugs. I don't know. Boy, I never thought about meth. I would think if I were on drugs, you'd probably be able to tell that, but I haven't done drugs since I was 19, so I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. See, the things that they say I'm doing, I'm willing to look into the camera and talk about. What I'm asking them is this, particularly Marilyn, how come you support a guy that's calling Black people apes and monkeys? Can you answer that? Can you look into the camera and talk about what we say? You can't be held accountable, can you? All you can do is project. Tommy, 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 Tommy. I'm not going to answer any questions. Tommy, 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 Tommy. But sure. But can you tell us why you're friends with a guy who is making thumbnails calling Black people monkeys? No, you can't, can you? Scientology to me would benefit the most. I don't think the jesters are behind this, even though I could see how a lot of you would think that. They're not. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, thank you. Jesters have the most to gain. Scientology is small compared to them. No way, JP Palmer. I disagree with you strongly. Scientology is an $8 billion tax-free organization. Now, the jesters are also tax-free, but they are nowhere near the size of the empire of Scientology. No way. No way. Scientology is definitely the bigger bear. Have I considered asking Marilyn these questions? Marilyn can't answer any questions. You ask Marilyn a question and she goes, I had black eyes as a child. She can't, she deflects. She can't answer questions. Marilyn can't debate. She can't have a debate. She can't answer questions. And she's not allowed to, is my guess. A lot of people say that, Don Davies, that my being outed wasn't an accident. That I don't know, but the more I think about it, the more it actually makes a lot of sense. You have an important and interesting journey, Reese. It's not going to be easy. I bet you wouldn't choose a different path. Yeah, Jamie, I just don't agree that I don't think it's jesters, guys. I don't think the jesters care nearly as much. I hardly talk about the jesters. Huh. True. Jesters' alleged sexual gatherings are damaging. Sure. So is the child abuse in Scientology, but sure, I get what you're saying. It's a coordinated effort against me for sure. This was a waste of a stream today, and I apologize. I feel like this stream today, you got to see in real time. I'm just speaking out loud about what's going on in my head. I didn't really speak well today. I didn't do a good job. I have 38 years of knowledge. Yeah. I didn't do a good job. I didn't put this together very well in my head. And sometimes I don't communicate very well. But today was an example of, I feel like we just opened the door to my thoughts and I was just kind of verbal diarrheaing all over you. Look at who has the most to gain. I'm definitely a threat and I don't know why, but look at who has the most to gain. You're fine, baby. No, Vicky C. Definitely not that. Thank you, FAFO. Scientology is a business and has way more to lose than a secret society. Yes. Scientology is a huge business. Is there a gesture in particular that I could single out as behind this? No. Alicia Johnson, I just don't feel. I'm going off of my gut. I'm going off of my feeling, and my feeling is not gesture stuff. Thank you, Auntie Janet says. You're interesting no matter what you talk about. Who has the most to lose? It's for sure something big behind it. I think if it's Osa, then it's just hate to poke you because you lose your cool and it obviously worries you, but they're happy you are still wandering. Oh, I'm sure they are. I think whatever it is, we're close to something. Thank you, Dee. I think we're close to something. We may never know. We may never know, but there are other things you guys don't know about. And I can't talk about it. But the more I think about it, the more I think about some other things that are not made aware of, it's I'm piecing it together more. I don't know, Madeline, but welcome in. Could Scientology be mad that you're still a threat as a few weeks ago and under the radar reached out wanting to talk to you? That's a good point. What's happening is clear. People are criticizing them for their actions. They're attacking their critics for criticism. Attack, 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 never defend. It's true. They are trained to attack, never defend. They can't fight against the talents that you have to attract people. You either have it or you don't. Tommy tells me that all the time. He says you have the it factor. I'm not really sure what that is, but he says I attract people. And that's a very nice thing to say. I don't know that that's true. I do hold a lot of information. That's true. And I haven't played all my cards. I've held a lot of cards close to the chest that no one knows about. I don't know that that's true because I agree with what my mom has always said. Not everybody's going to like you, Reese. Like you're not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. Hey, Stacy Toms. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, I just think this was a shit stream because I was literally just blurting. It's just these are just like half thoughts and half sentences I've been kind of kicking out. Trey says, Reese, this stream is great. Like Liz said, you are shining light on this. Thank you, Trace. I didn't know Liz said that. Yeah, Joanne, I just think it's Scientology. I really do. I agree with that, Donna Cooper. Yeah. I know a lot of you are mentioning Aaron. I don't know why. I just think that even Aaron is being manipulated. I do. I think even Aaron is being manipulated, and I don't think he has this kind of power. I don't think he has this kind of pull. I don't. I think there's something way bigger. Aaron to me is not big. This is something big. This has got a lot more to it, and I think it's more than one person that's pinning us all against each other. I don't know. I know a lot of you say that, and I know a lot of you feel, anger toward Aaron. I just don't see that. I don't see him having that kind of power to make these wheels turn. AI's opinion. I liked your previous comment. Let's read this one. AI's opinion, because Reese is successful, well-liked, and avoids the mud. She makes the people who do stay in the mud look bad. By bringing her down to their level, they justify their own negativity. Yes. Thank you, DS Kitty. Yeah, good for him. I'm glad he's out of jail. I hope that, who knows, guys, maybe Aaron reflected while he was in there. I don't know, but I'll tell you, I'm not going to spend a lot of time caring about that. Aaron doesn't cross my radar as much. I don't think about Aaron as much. He's just not really poking at me, and I don't feel like I'm poking at him. Now, I'm sure he'll come swinging for me at some point, but I'm not worried about Aaron. He doesn't cross my mind as much. He's not really in my view as much. Yeah, Thursday before 2. Remember how Aaron chose me for the board because he said I was impermeable to Scientology? I don't remember him saying that. Yeah, that's true. Osa followed Pat Broker for decades. Well, look what they did to Mike Render. I mean, it's no joke, guys. Osa, all this is way bigger than I think we think it is. They've got tons of money to spend, and they've got tons of stock accounts, and they pay people to do what they're doing, to plant these seeds of doubt, to continue to roll out this hate campaign. They're not stopping, and they're certainly not slowing down. Could be Donna Cooper. They harass people to recruit. Why wouldn't they harass you to stay quiet? Yes. There's something, though, I agree right here with Sky. I mean, there's something, like she said in her comment, there's something about me that they want to silence, and I don't know who has the most to gain from that, but I lean towards Scientology for sure. They definitely want to discredit people speaking out. They want to silence my voice 100%. Getting close to big truth, shut it down. They're coming at us, guys, and I think it's only going to get bigger. I think we need to be prepared for that. And for those of you that are on the fence about me anyway, please hit unsubscribe and move on. Like, I'm not here to try to retain people. I'm not trying to recruit people like they are. You come, you stay, you do what you need to do, right? You go with your own gut intuition on how you feel about me. But they 100% are trying to discredit me. Look at what they're doing now. They literally started in the last 24 hours that I'm on drugs. So that's just another seed of doubt. I mean, I know you guys are laughing about it because we all know I'm not, but to newer people, that's a seed of doubt. She's on drugs. She has a kid, right? They're doing whatever they can, and those are their marching orders. Why would all of them say the same thing? Just look at that right there. Why are they all saying the same thing? That tells you right there it's a coordinated attack. And they want to recruit you guys for it. Love you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Why are they all saying the same thing? And now all of a sudden I'm on drugs. Seeds of doubt. Hate campaign. I think they're trying to go in for the kill. It's not going to work. Do I think about any of them anymore, Jamie? Jenna, no, because I don't know Jenna. Natalie, no, I've said everything I wanted to say about Natalie. Cheryl, I met one time at a protest in Clearwater. So, Jamie, I don't know them like you do. I know you're friends with all of them. I was never friends with them. You've been on with Tori, then with Nora, watching Lynn's connecting dots. Doing the content as asked. That's exactly what she said. I did the content I was asked to do. Hey, Tampa A. Your dad is high up. Could be to protect his reputation. I think we're past that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad thing to say. I just don't know if that sticks out at me. I know, Katie. DS Kitty, those of us who have followed you for years know the truth about Reese. Well, that's what I mean. I'm loyal to you guys. I'm loyal to the people who know me and come here to be supportive, and we all talk and engage. And I'm not here to retain people who are like, I'm doubtful of you. I'm not here to clear that up for you. Go away, right? I'm not here to explain why I'm not on drugs. Hey, Wendy, I got this top at TJ Maxx not too long ago. And DS Kitty, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying it. It helps. because I know you're like a real friend of mine. You know, I got real people in here that I know would never leave me, that really know me. I know that you're one of them. Thank you for your super chat. I believe in your gut. You know what it is. Follow your heart anytime you process verbally. Thank you. I really overdid it today, Holly, and I didn't make a lot of sense. Right after you were live with Tori, didn't you get a letter email? You know what? This did start. That's interesting. She's right. This started hardcore when I went live with Tori. It really, really amped up when I did my stream with Tori. Pippin's positive purpose. Hi. God, you're cute. I hope this isn't a hate thing. Okay, it's not because I don't know who you are, but you are super cute. I love your hair. I love your What is that? Is that a necklace or is that like a little wrap around your neck? That's so cute. Those glasses are super cute. I think it's because you know a lot of big money people still in. You also do content on Scientology that isn't infighting. Interesting. Welcome. Again, I don't recognize you, and thank you for your super chat. But more importantly, what you said here, guys, how do we feel about her comment? You know, a lot of big money people still in. You also do content on Scientology that is not infighting. Thank you, BB. That's a great point. This is why I like this stream today as much as it probably sucked. Oh, you're Positive Life. I know who you are. Okay, you just have a different name on here. Thank you, babe. Thank you, Debbie Gonzalez. What do you guys think of her view on that? I know, Tracy, they should know. Yeah. Do you think that's because I'm tarnishing a bunch of reputations in Scientology of the big money people? Could that be? I just got kicked from the YouTube app closed. That's weird. Thank you, Mama Bear. And I think, yes, Auntie Janet says, and thank you again, Positive Life. Your picture is just so damn cute. That's maybe why they keep trying to drag me into the infighting. They've really been doing that the last couple of weeks, coming in, trying to bait me with Aaron. What do you think of Aaron this? What do you think of Jenna doing that? What do I give a shit? I don't do Aaron and Jenna content. But somehow people are coming in doing that as well. They are trying to drag me into the infighting because, I mean, let's be fair. A lot of the ex-Scientology channels are gone. Surge isn't even around anymore. Does Mike Brown do content? Like, most of them are gone. But it is interesting that I feel like they're trying to bait me to start fighting. And it's working. To a degree, it's working. I've been commenting on this shit a lot more. Not on Aaron and Jenna, right? I don't give a shit about that, but more on the haters that I have. Honey Lou could be because of the recordings. Your dad, your in-laws, the fax guy, his sister. But why now, Positive Life? This channel is like your live journal. Tonight was a stream of consciousness style of journaling. We love to help you process Tashbits. That's a beautiful thing to say. Thank you for that. It's very validating. I know. What happened to Surge? It does kind of make sense, Joanne Hawley. But why now? Why would those big people, those big fish with all that money, why now? Maybe because it took years for them to come up with, like, they didn't expect me to come out and have a YouTube channel. That could be, guys, like Dan, my dad, all those people, Doug, Brenda. Maybe it took them some time to coordinate an attack. When did Brenda get back to Kansas City? I have no idea. I do too, Neptunes. They also got a green light to go after you by someone there trying to make sure don't go after them. Yes. Whatever it is, it's a huge way of distracting you guys from everything else. I've been saying that. Don't look here. Look there. Look at the fire restarted. Look at who she is and who she says she is. Look how she's such a liar. Because they already shut up Natalie. True. That is a little odd. Did it get more aggressive with this after the stream with Tori? It did. It did start after that stream with Tori. Rachel, I don't think it has anything to do with them. No, I don't that's not my gut feeling. Yeah, Aspire, it's definitely coordinated. Thank you for being here, Caitlin. I don't Thursday before 2. I think she's a stab in the back kind of girl. Uh, Fighting the good fight is never going to be comfortable, Reese. That's normal. You're saving lives. It's going to be messy. Well, I'm going to be for sure thrown under the bus, and I have been. Didn't lots of training just get finished? They set the trainees loose. Yes, Julie. Does Tori get harassed? Oh, God. She's been getting harassed for decades. Yeah, Sterling disappeared. They can't afford you to focus on non-Scientology people on the new focus on kids. Yes. They can't afford you to focus on non-Scientology people on the new focus on kids. Probably Marissa Martin. Also me talking to Nora. I mean, that's new. You're right, guys. You see, this is things that I haven't thought about. Me talking to Nora, that's new. And since then, it's amped up. Me talking to Tori, that was new. Plus, with all the past fires with DOA mods, Aftermath versus SBTV, so many left, and now there isn't as much going on to divide their attention. Fewer streams, focus, disruption. Yes, Debbie, good point. I agree with this too. Maybe they're just trying to get how many ex-Scientologists did by harassing them, get them off YouTube. I literally emailed Nora 6 months ago to encourage her not to do a stream with you. I was wrong. I'm so sorry. That is a really nice thing to say. Erie forever, you don't have to apologize. You are forgiven, and I'm loving having you in our chats. So thank you for saying that. And I promise you, I'm not the bad guy they say I am. I'm not here to disrupt the peace. I'm not here to create division. I like what Toddy said on Lindsay's stream. I mean, I'm not trying to pour me it. I don't believe in me being a victim here, but I didn't have a choice. I was outed and I was pushed into the YouTube world. I'm doing my absolute fucking best. But I promise you, if I was here to create division and fight with everybody, I think you guys would know that by now. And I'm not here for that. Yes, I got friendly with Liz Gale. She came into my chats. I do not aspire. The kids issue is huge. I agree, Tyler. Boy, see, even connecting more dots today. I have aligned myself. Liz came in and said hello. I got nothing. I don't fight with people that don't fight with me. I don't have any reason to do that. They came in last week trying to bait me against Jenna to say some shit. Why? I'm not going to say anything bad about Jenna until Jenna comes after me. I got nothing. I got no skin in the game. There's no dog in that fight with her. It doesn't benefit me to fight people that haven't done anything to me. I'm not Marilyn. I don't just take orders to go fight people. Hey, Riley's human. Thank you, Positive Life. Yeah. Thank you, Mama Bear. The Tori thing's new. The Jenna thing is new. Or not Jenna. Nora thing is new. The Liz thing is new. Erie Forever says, by the way, Nora Gray rocked that email. That's hilarious. Well, hey, no harm done. You are very welcome here. I appreciate you saying that. I love people who own up to the shit they've done and they're like, hey, I'm sorry. Nope, I don't ever need an apology. I'm not a person who needs an apology, but thank you. I loved your honesty and I think you're a great person. Thank you. Yeah, Puka Vista, probably. I am not the shit stirrer. No. The more you connect with Lindsay, Nora, Tori, Liz, Nora, Tori, Lindsay, the more likely shared info will connect dots. They don't want connected. They don't want you networking. Answer, do it more. Yes, I agree with that very much. They don't want me networking. I met with people in LA. All of this amped up after I did that stream with Tori. It did. And now suddenly we've come to matters where I'm a drug addict and Yeah, don't start no shit, won't be no shit, Tyler. I'm a big believer in that. I've never been a shit starter. I'm not a gossip girl. I'm not the person who's like, "What'd she say?" I don't play games of telephone. I don't care about stuff like that. Yes, to the person who just texted me that, I agree. If you're still in here, I just can't say it out loud. When was the stream with Tori? Guys, do we know? That was a couple of months ago. I would guess that was probably 3 months ago because I went to LA in February. Yeah, I went to LA in February. So it was around January that I did that. It's combined. Yeah, no longer a narrative run by one person. Oh, do they harass the girl in yellow? Laura FM, she's great. Yeah, she gets harassed. You guys, yes. Oh, thank you, Cream Puff. This necklace I just got. You can get it too. It's still there. This is from the store that I stream at and have a booth at. She just got it from Nashville Market and it's crazy cheap. I don't think she priced it right. It's like $40. This is from Southern Goods, and the mods can post their phone number. You can text and order it. But they give a discount to the people from my channel. Yes, I agree with this very, very much. You guys are easier to take on one-on-one, not as a united group. This is so true, guys. We are kind of uniting a little bit, and I used to just be kind of floating out on my own, and now I'm not. Yeah, again, I feel stupid because I'm just blah, blah, blah. I'm not really I feel a little bit fuzzy-headed too because my allergies are so bad. I got my Southern Goods romper today. Good for you, Shelly Kelly. I love that. Is it cute on you? Man, I would have bought that in a heartbeat, but it vacuum seals my vagina. You know that any romper I put on gives me like the worst buffalo knuckle in the history of time. I can't do it because my body is so long and my legs are so short. I have corgi legs. My mom smoked while she was pregnant with me, and I'm underdeveloped in many ways. And my body is too long to wear a romper. And every time I do it, it's like putting on a Ziploc bag onto a whale. It's like it's really bad. But I'm so glad you got it. All right. Well, I feel like I overdid it. I talked too much. I rambled a lot today. I don't like this stream. I'm going to judge the holy shit out of myself until I fall asleep tonight and go, why did you stream? That was terrible. And it really was. It was not my best work. But I was thinking out loud and like our friend said, it was like a live journal today. I was just bouncing. We were just bouncing ideas today is what we were doing. You guys were a sounding board for me today. And you are, love you, Jamie Palmer, and you are uniting with some of the most powerful ex-Scientology women. That has to scare them. It clearly scares the shit out of Marilyn and her racist friends. I mean, there's something to be said for that. It's like they put those guys out first. Those are like the front runners to go attack, 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 attack Reese. Don't worry about anybody else. Focus on Reese. They're trying very hard to do this doubt campaign for you guys to go, maybe Reese isn't who she. Do you guys remember Wendy R? Wendy R was great. She engaged so much in this audience. She reminded me of Neptune. She was super level-headed. I liked her so much. Now she's like loves and kissing Marilyn's ass. And I saw a comment where she was like, I used to report the knife hoarder and now I love him so much. And she was like, he makes so much sense. And I was like, oh my God. If you guys are going to switch over to that and onto the side of thinking black people are monkeys, please don't tell me. Like, use a different name. Don't attach yourself publicly to racist individuals. It's a bad look. This is true, Liz. This is very true. Thank you, Marie Marion. Powerful women coming together can change the world. Reese, you do a lot of stream of consciousness. It's part of what I like about your channel. Okay, well, thank you, because I feel stupid about today's. I'm going to hate myself until tonight. I've been a Laura fangirl, secretly wishing she broke up with Scott. I love Laura FM, and she's gorgeous in person. I always thought she was pretty, but I was like, holy shit, she is really pretty. Yeah, she's on the other side. And she came out and said, I love the knife order. And I was like, oh God, cringe. I'm just embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for anyone who's like screaming they hate black people and then tying yourself to that. Don't let the enemy get in your head. Thank you, Mama Bear. It does make you wonder about Hef. Yeah, like where did Hef come from? That's interesting too. Thank you, BB. Thank you, Stacy. I have community and they do not. We have something they will never have. Do you think those people are friends in real life? They fucking hate each other. They have one goal in mind, and that's to destroy me and my reputation and my channel. Otherwise, they're not friends. They don't give a shit about each other. It's like a tiny pack of yippy nippy dogs against trained German shepherds or what. It is. I agree. She thought telling the last name and replacing it with an initial would fool us. Yeah, I was bummed. Marissa Martin, I was like, damn, girl. Your green eyes melt everyone when they meet you. Thank you, Bunny Fufu. That's very sweet of you to say. West Coast for the detective work. Hey, you were a part of it, girl. Don't sell yourself short. Love you, Nancy, and thank you for the super chat. And Cindy, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you tonight for those super chats. I mean it. They always help. I never expect them. I never know what kind of money I'm going to make. It could dry up like that. I don't clock in and I don't get health insurance. So thank you for giving me something and being generous. I appreciate it very much. Good night, Iwa. Thank you, Honey Lou. It was very thought provoking. Look at the quality of people they have to go up against us, guys. Holly's right. Look at the quality of people compared to this community. Think about that for a minute. Wow. It's hard. It's hard to look away from. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll do something better. If I'm not here tomorrow, it's because I'm still embarrassed about today's show and how bad it was. Don't worry about me if I'm not here tomorrow, but I should be. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I might need to collect my thoughts. Thank you, Puka Vista. Thank you, Wendy. I love you too. And I hope your mom's doing better. Mods, thank you for being here. Thank you for gifting the memberships, baby steps. What the Fox. Thank you. Love you, Joanne Holly. Thank you, Marty is never tardy. That is just hilarious. Just hilarious. Thank you, Neptunes. See my last super chat? Did I miss you? How did I miss baby steps? I sure did. Thank God you pointed that out. Thanks, Jamie. Bringing more cohesion to the group, being reasonable, all dangerous to Scientology, especially as they bring forth the kid stuff. Oof. Is Tommy on tonight? I have no idea. I have not talked to him. That's crazy. She's right. Baby steps. Yes. Love you, Erica. Thank you, Mrs. Carson. Bye, Don Davies. Yes. Bringing more cohesion to the group, being reasonable, all dangerous to Scientology, especially as they bring forth. The kid stuff is pretty major, and I think we will do more of a show on that. Don't be hard on yourself. We stuck with you today to work out some stuff. Thank you, Sharon, and I appreciate it. Night, we. Love you, Neptunes. Love you, BB. And BB, you brought it tonight. Thank you for that. Baby steps. I'm sorry I missed that. I get embarrassed when I miss a super chat. Thank you for pointing it out. Love you, Debbie Zito. I will see you guys probably tomorrow, unless I'm just too embarrassed. Thank you, Rachel Sandy, and I love you guys. Sorry, I was just loudly thinking tonight. I wasn't really putting thoughts and sentences together well. I'll try to do better. But just remember, when you do feel sad about something, at least you're not a screaming racist publicly. Hopefully not privately either, but at least you're not hooking yourself to racist people. I can't get down with it. I still can't. I'm just crazy embarrassed. Sky, you were wonderful, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Thursday Before 2. Here comes Fred, as Neptune said. Love you guys, and I probably see you tomorrow. Probably.